Hello from Covenant Life Fellowship, where Ken Porter
That's me.
is the pastor. Welcome to Bev's Lifeline, and I'm so glad you have joined me again.
Yes, it's good to be here.
Oh,
Thank you.
I like you being a part of Bev's Lifeline, and I believe our viewers like it as well. So today, Ken and I have agreed to talk about conflict resolution,
Yes.
which is really the ability for a couple to come together and resolve their differences. Now, when there are differences and they become heated, then we are angry, we're frustrated, and we tend not to communicate assertively, which is asking for what you want or telling your partner how you feel. We tend to revert back to more accusatory language. You remember that's using the word you. Doesn't feel good.
Doesn't feel good and causes one to become very defensive.
And when you are defensive, it's not likely you're going to be listening actively. That's
Right.
when you're going to start accusing and
Yes.
becoming defensive.
Saying something that you wish you could get back.
And you can't. Once those words get out, they're out.
Absolutely. Speak life, not death.
Speak life and not death.
This is your partner. Remember that.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about how to take a time out.
Yes, how to take a time out. And that's so vitally important when you're having a disagreement, when you're having a conversation where you don't really necessarily agree or you don't see that eye to eye. So what we need to do is to take a time out. A time out is when my blood is boiling and I can feel the blood rushing to my head. I must take charge and ask for a timeout. A timeout is simply saying, look, babe, let's talk about this in 45 minutes or 30 minutes when I am ready to talk, because right now I cannot talk about this in a peaceful way. So I need to be in a position where I can be calm.
Now, if your partner is asking for a timeout, please grant it.
Yes.
You really don't want to have a conversation with him or her if their tempers are flaring, because this is not going to end well. So grant it. Say, okay, you know what, we will do that, right? As opposed to, in some cases, you might say, no, we're going to talk about this now.
Now.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
So grant the timeout.
Grant the timeout.
Yeah. So when we have agreed on the timeout, let's talk about what we need to do while we are apart from one another. Use that time wisely. This is the time when you are going to be able to calm down, right? Go take a walk.
Yeah, collect your thoughts.
Collect your thoughts.
Find out what it was that made me so upset.
So you can do that. You can process that when you remove yourself from this heated, combustible situation. Here's our fail-proof method of calming down and putting this conversation into perspective. You want to know what it is? Okay, it is a positional solution. It's getting on your knees and praying. I tell you, it's hard to be angry on your knees. There have been times when I didn't even want to get on my knees because I knew it was going to happen when I got on my knees. I knew that I was going to have to go before the Lord, and I did.
Yes.
And so the questions that you should ask the Lord is, okay, Lord, help me to see this situation from his perspective or her perspective. Okay, God, what is it that you're trying to teach me? Okay, Lord, why did this upset me the way that it did? Help me, Lord, to find the words where my words would be as salt, more life than death.
Seasoned, absolutely.
Seasoned. And so after we have had that time out, then you come back together.
Yes, and discuss whatever it is that you were talking about rationally, calm, and you will realize that things will be much better. All of us have either a fight or flight in us, and this will keep us where we can be calm, we won't fight, and we won't run, because the problem will not go away.
Right. Follow these steps, okay? They really do work. And if you don't tend to have a good process or a method for conflict resolution, what will happen is that conflict will either blow up,
Hmm.
or in our case, we would waste time. We would
Yes.
spend days with skirting around the problem or not actually speaking to each other. We'd be in the house
Hmm.
together, oh my goodness, but not really having a conversation.
Right.
What a waste
Yeah.
of time.
Absolutely.
Don't do that. We've learned. Have you
Uh,
learned? I've
oh
learned.
yes, yes.
Time out.
Time out,
Good
please.
thing. It's a good
Take
thing.
a time out.
We hope that this has been a blessing to you, and if it has, we need you to like it on Facebook
and share it.
and share it on Facebook. We so appreciate your comments. We so appreciate the likes. Keep them coming. It's so encouraging to us. And until we meet again, know that we love you
Infinity.
infinity. Bye for now.